Hi, my name is Denise Clark. I'm an evaluation manager at Partnerships for Health, and I am presenting on behalf of my colleagues, Michelle Mitchell and Sheila Nelson. PFH is the independent evaluator for domains 2 through 5 of the Maine Prevention Services Initiative. The poster shown here is an overview of an evaluation conducted on domain 3 of the Maine Prevention Services Initiative, which is youth engagement and empowerment. The lead vendor for this domain is the Maine Youth Action Network, or MIAN. MIAN's work with youth is grounded in the positive youth development framework and social emotional learning principles. The evaluation of this work was also grounded in the PYD framework. The overall goal of Domain 3 is to increase protective factors and resilience among youth at the community level. Logistically, the way that MIAN does this is to subcontract with 9 district-level partners. These partners work in their regions to implement MIAN strategies, and much of this work takes place in youth policy boards and youth engagement groups. The overall evaluation question we are looking to answer is, how have the youth policy boards and youth engagement groups impacted individuals, groups, and communities? To answer this question, we developed a retrospective qualitative study design. PFH used the Ripple Effects Mapping, or REM, methodology to evaluate multiple groups at different time points. PFH modified the process to allow findings to be analyzed across multiple groups as a proxy for the impact of the work of Domain 3. REM is an evaluation process that engages program participants to reflect upon and then visually display the stories and events that unfold. It is a highly visual process and allows participants to see the effects or the ripples of their work on the various sectors of a community. REM is used to understand the intended and also the unintended results of a program. REM is especially useful when the impact of a group is difficult to conceptualize and measure, like the Domain 3 work. The 4 boxes at the top of this page of the poster include some quotes that were collected during the REM sessions and coded to the 4 different areas of the PYD framework. So starting with assets in the top left corner, assets include the ability to identify an issue, absorb information from multiple sources, and evaluate options to reach a reasonable conclusion. This was evident in all of the groups that participated in a REM session. Group members noted that they developed planning skills to help design an effective event, as well as the social skills to help them better interact with their peers and members of their community. Youth gained a range of interpersonal skills, including communication, assertiveness, and conflict resolution. Group members reported a great sense of solidarity as they watched each other grow in confidence and courage. They also reflected on the strengthening of their leadership capacities. Next, we have agency. Agency refers to youth having the ability to employ their assets and aspirations and act upon their decisions to achieve the desired goal. Group members felt proud of themselves for their hard work. Their ability to persevere regardless of difficulties they faced was evident. In reflecting on the individual changes, participants were able to articulate positive attitudes, beliefs, and values about themselves and their futures. The projects increased the group's sense of efficacy and their ability to implement projects without any adult directives. Moving on to contributions. Contributions show that youth are engaged as a source of change for their own and for their community's positive development. Youth described meaningful engagement with adults, and this was characterized by mutually respectful partnerships where the power was shared and respective contributions were valued. Participants set the focus of the projects and shared in the decision-making about its implementation. Group members reported feeling that their participation in the planning and coordination of events helped to increase their sense of professionalism and their ability to present themselves in a professional way. And last, we have enabling environment. This refers to youth that are surrounded by an environment that develops and supports them. Each project provided opportunities for positive interactions and participation with the group, the school, and the community at large. The events gave the groups visibility in the community or in the school and showed that the youth are able to accomplish a lot on their own. All groups reported a greater sense of connectivity amongst their peers and communities, and the success of the groups resulted in new opportunities and partnerships between the young people and community members. And the communities recognized the power of youth coming together to accomplish things and have also even asked the youth to participate and lead other events in the community. So finally, what are the overall takeaways? Results from 4 youth groups suggest that the goal of Domain 3 to increase protective factors and resilience among youth at the community level is being achieved. Youth group participants and their advisors reported being provided with the necessary resources and developed the skills and competencies required to achieve the desired outcomes. They were able to use their skills to lead their projects successfully. In terms of the evaluation, it showed that REM is an emergent evaluation technique that is well suited for the assessment of the intended and unintended consequences of the youth groups. Participants reflected that creating a visual map that depicted the whole range of impacts of their actions was enlightening and empowering. The process further engaged the participants, and it enhanced their sense of self-efficacy and particularly their sense of collective agency, which aligns well with the overall goal of the domain and the MPS initiative overall. If you have any questions about this poster, please join me on October 7th for the Q&A session. Thank you.